live.
No.
No, I've not played Killer 7. Why? Do you have it? I saw you playing it a while ago on Steam. My brother has
Alex
it.
recommended it to me.
Who did? My brother?
Alex.
Hmm.
Not your brother, I don't think. Your brother in arms, I suppose.
And legs. Hey.
And legs.
Ew.
Huh.
It's very measly media coded. Like I think you should play it on the stream.
Is that the?
It was on sale.
Is that the game where a guy's like, "It's 5 o'clock. It's always time to party," or some bullshit like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's like for the GameCube.
I've seen that much of it in a clip. I have it for the Steam. From my brother. So God really didn't want this stream to happen today. An attempt was made on Henry's life. Someone fired an anti-material rifle into his bedroom and destroyed a pretty important piece of broadcasting equipment that he needs to get this show out to
my iPod Nano
to the trillions of you that showed up for the Measly Media 3-year anniversary 24-minute marathon stream.
Trillions.
It was they always say that the 24th minute's the easiest, and I gotta say the 20th minute's the hardest.
Of sex? Me at sex?
Me at sex with my peanuts?
Sorry, I'm really nervous.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Sex?
It's been a whole fucking day. We're gonna start recording at 8:16 on the dot p.m.
Great.
Oh fuck, Audacity.
Wait, we're gonna sync or are we gonna start recording at 8?
Oh, I started recording already. We got 5 seconds.
Okay, we're gonna Right. Well,
We'll see how that goes.
I'm on board with this at this point now. I gotta switch my tune.
And I would be on board with a clapper, but
my original thoughts were being poorly received, so I'm having to switch my tune due to network censorship. Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah, the reason Henry doesn't have a camera this time is because he's too poor.
I mean, he lost that sponsorship money, so.
They took away the camera.
Who's echoing?
I'm really proud to announce, everybody, that we have our 3rd sponsorship ever on Ghoststown. It's Trent University. They found out about our whole thing, and they really had to get on it. And we explained to them that Trent will not be in this show. At no point are we going to see Trent on the screen or hear him talking. And
well, lo and behold,
those little hush puppies. They just had to get in on the top floor of something really impressive.
Have you guys
I think you really
sold
sold out with this one.
I'm trying to bring the energy that I have experienced many times of day 3 of a music festival.
Right.
I go to I go to Shambhala, Burning Man, Burning Woman these days, almost every single month. And
Burning they them.
Whoa. Whoa.
Seems a little homophobic.
Welcome to Goatstown.
Goatstown?
Yeah,
Isn't that Coombs?
Nice.
Huh?
Coombs.
Oh yeah.
Goats
So
is
it's Stu's dual day.
Speaking of, more importantly, the year is 2009, meaning one day ago, on October 30th, 2009, the Garrick versus...
Sorry. There's a button which turns the flash on my camera.
For all the people who have downloaded this off of Stitcher or Podbean, Henry pointed a flashlight at his own peanuts and was shocked at what he discovered. What are we doing here?
Henry's
3 coworkers are inappropriately smoked up by their boss, who takes them to a music festival and I guess pays for them.
Oh, I forgot that we had the coworker boss dynamic in this one too.
Right? Yeah.
Like I was like, are we doing like a surf and turf callback with the coworker boss thing?
No, the guy goes still here.
No.
3 people that met like half a week ago, are all waking up The morning after a
To
late
ash and
night
dust.
filled with mystery, intrigue, sieves, and the really fucking phenomenal music of Eminem. Stu Parker, spell slinger extraordinaire, is waking up. Roll me a straight D6 check. To just like illustrate how Stu's feeling this morning. 1 being bad,
so
6
this is
being
one
good.
1d6.
No, it should be 2. I don't know why I said 1d6.
Yeah, okay, this is the 7.
This is a 7. Okay. Which of
Yeah,
Stu's
7.
senses are really impacted by the drugs and the very loud music that he listened to last night?
I'd probably say ears and nose.
So you got you wake up face down in a little puddle of drool and snud, in your in your really handily gifted tent from Geigo. And I'm gonna say you got a little bit of a headache this morning, Stu, as you wake up, crack your back, and are greeted by the all too familiar sight of Geigo's head sticking through the wall of your tent, staring down at you gleefully.
Are my peanuts?
Is your peanuts out?
I mean, I'm in my tent, so it wasn't really out now, was it? Guy.
I'm sorry, you sleep naked in another man's tent? Do you know, are you worried about getting your clothes dirty, getting all the sleep on them?
I was in the middle of changing, actually. But I'm glad you asked.
You wake up by taking your pants off?
Yeah, and then I go back to sleep for an hour, and then I wake up, and then I'm refreshed.
Well, I brought you your
waist down.
I actually brought you your breakfast order. I really don't know how well this duel's gonna go for you today, Stu. So just like, I don't know. I had you fill out that last meal paperwork, all pretty standard stuff. First day of quote unquote working for me while staying at my house. So I brought you this. I brought you the fucking closest approximation of like what would Stu's last meal be if he was given the choice.
Like last meal of all time.
You know, if you were on death row and such.
Right. Man,
And we'll save all of this in the edit.
The reality of the situation is sort of crashing down on Stu at the moment. I don't think the last meal aspect of it is really helping, but let's say fucking craft dinner. I don't know.
So he brings you a box of white cheddar Annie's pasta,
That's
and a hot plate. And he's like, "Fucking, I got some camping supplies. Yours was actually really easy to to figure out. I kind of fucked up Zeke's thing, but we'll get to that later when you see him. Now, do you like need anything from me before you? It's 9 a.m. right now. You got 3 hours till.
Yeah. I mean, do you have like water and milk?
I have water or milk. I'm thirsty.
Yeah, I
so-
guess I'll take the milk then.
Okay.
I could probably find water somewhere.
Yeah, I'd like a water, but that's just remember water's very important. Wink.
I'm
I don't
excited
know.
for his-
I don't know what I can do for you, man. I just gotta say, you'll make a great ghost.
Thank you. Thanks, Guy, for your
For everything I do.
yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, thanks for your support. I guess do you think I have time to sleep for another hour?
I mean, it's all up to you. Got 3 hours till it starts. If you want to sleep for 1 or 3 of those hours, I'm sure they won't mind.
You know, I'm gonna go find some water and I guess make this mac and cheese in my tent.
If I had a nickel,
Thank
man.
you for that. I do appreciate that.
Hey, of course. I mean, it's literally the least I could do. I'm gonna go find Valerie and wake her up, and then we're gonna try to figure out who killed Eminem. Oh, do you want to? I did like a lot of shit during the night. Do you want to hear about any of it, or are you kind of more preoccupied with your own shit?
I mean, was any of it like productive to my situation, or I guess our situation?
Our situation, yes. Your situation, not necessarily. You were telling me about like the kind of blue shit that was all on you.
Yeah.
Based on some like really fucking cursory reading of like a couple of pamphlets. Spells that you do can leave residue on your aura and such. So it seems pretty likely that you were the one that did this inverse sieve technique to me, just based off like some of the facts given here. But again, I trust my buddy Stuart. Stuart Griffin. It's always my favorite bit.
Feels like, to me, it seems like I'm being framed, man. I gotta be honest.
Well, I mean, did you do any spells earlier that day?
Yeah, I've been doing spells all the time. This is like magic camp or whatever.
To be fair, it is like magic camp. Anyways, I'll be watching the sky to see you're going to be in like one of the little quadrants of the sky broadcast box. So I'll be able to keep an eye on your fight, see how it's going. I won't be able to get to you very quickly, but like, you know, if Eminem's cursed amulet, it was some form of battery of such, and it seems that it was really fucked up by this inverse sieve technique. So Eminem was storing some form of water-based magic in this cursed amulet.
Okay.
I asked around some of the ghosts that are here. None of them know any. All of them were pretty surprised to find out Eminem is dead, but his ghost hasn't showed up. So they got. I mean, he's quite dead.
Okay. Well. Rest in peace, Eminem.
I did draw on Zeke's face in his sleep, but that's just like a me thing.
That's awesome. Did you draw a second mustache?
No, I just kind of cleared up the lines a little bit.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, anyways, we're taking a lot of time away from where you could be doing the Lord's work of making Annie's pasta. I'm gonna get on that old road. Good luck, man. Might see you again.
You. Oh, Stu's got a King Crimson shirt now. I just noticed that. That's awesome.
I fucking hate it when you refer to yourself in the third person, man.
Daddy's got a King Crimson shirt.
It's really
I'm looking through my luggage.
I gotta say, it is a really cool shirt, bro. Can I have that when you die? That's a good old. That's a ghost.
Fuck it, I guess.
That's a ghost joke.
Do I not get to wear it once I'm a ghost?
Well, you get it, but the one on your body is it's like a free shirt duplicator for you, because you can wear the old shirt, but if you die in this outfit, you're gonna be kind of stuck in it forever.
Interesting.
Yeah, anyways, I really gotta go, actually.
Okay.
It's been great, man.
Yeah, thanks. See you later, I hope.
Fuck yeah. Valerie, when you filled out your paperwork for Guy's job application, what did you list as your ideal last meal on this government form?
Honestly, just like a really good burger with like a pickle on top.
You put that's like your rider, so you can tell if you die, if they're like reading any of your other specific requests for your job.
Yeah.
Where did
Only
Valerie,
green pickles.
Where did Valerie end up sleeping last night?
Yeah, I think I just kind of got a sleeping bag off someone there, and then just found a secluded spot and just sort of went to bed there.
Valerie, roll. It's called a read a bad situation.
All right. That is a 9.
Wow. Okay. In the middle of the night, you were woken up several times by the sound of cars backfiring, and there were several loud, yelled arguments off in the woods. That again, there was a lot of commotion of the vehicular variety in the evening. You are awoken by a tap in the middle of your forehead. And you look up and you see the hulking figure of Guy Go standing above you, holding what appears to be a bowl of chili.
Hi, Guy.
Hey, girl. So we got to do that. That's got to be our thing. So burgers is a no-go. The only place that was open this early that still had their food going was this kind of recursive chili place. The Wizards love it, man. You can put any shit in this, and it turns into chili.
Wait, sorry. You were gonna get burgers for breakfast? Like, I mean, I'm no like strict like meal kind of person, but like it seems
God forbid
it's a little off.
A guy tries to do a good thing for once. I get stew as last meal. I don't want you other fucking lifos to feel left out. So I'm like, oh, this is like a big experience. Maybe you'll die today as well. But no, I guess I'm the bad guy for getting my good female friend Chili at 9:10.
I'll take the chili. Thanks.
Wow. You're do you want we got I guess we kind of still have a murder to solve. I felt like we should wake Zeke up last because I feel like I don't know, I feel like he might not have I feel like the boat is quite haunted. He maybe didn't sleep very well.
Huh. Okay.
So, I don't know. Just be ready for that. Oh my god, a follower. Hello, Oragi. Thanks. I'm thrown off my rhythm. We've never had a new follower before. This is crazy.
Whoa.
Zeke. Are you there?
Yeah.
What, when Guy hastily gave you Xerox paperwork at his beach house the other day, what did you put as your last meal?
Were there any limits or like any fine print or anything? It was the question just what is your last meal?
What would your ideal
What would
last
your
meal be?
favorite
And then there were like 10 lines underneath it to write on.
I think Zeke thinks about, obviously the one thing we know is his parents are gone. And he misses those Christmas dinners. So I think like
Not the
a
slightest
full
provocation Zeke will bring up that he doesn't have any fucking parents, man.
I think like a full either Christmas or Thanksgiving meal, some sort of holiday meal, like a full spread with turkey, ham, gravy, and potatoes, side dishes, like the whole thing.
Turkey and ham.
Yeah. He lists off like
He's a
10
decadent
different
guy.
side dishes.
Valerie, you see Guy walk onto the boat with a small Ziploc baggie in his hand, and he hits a button next to the wheel, and some pretty loud truck horns go off. Pretty classic Johnny Knoxville style prank. Zeke, you are awoken from your unless you're the type of guy to sleep with like earplugs in. You're awoken from your probably not phenomenal night's sleep in this very comfortable but.
He's been having terrific nightmares.
I believe that, yeah. Kind of on the come down from the hallucinogenic nature of this music festival.
Yeah. Also, the rocking of the boat was not good. Right? It's like he was having a bad second-hand trip.
Yeah. Morning, sunshine. Hey, buddy. They have turkey and Swiss on rye. That's that was kind of the closest I had to the full Thanksgiving spread. Who's ready to find out who killed Eminem? Huh? Oh fuck! Happy Halloween, man.
Yeah, very dazed. I would say Zeke is just looking around, not really understanding what happened. Went from like crawling cheeseburgers on 4 legs to like this. So.
This guy's had the burger dream.
Huh? No.
Put that one together myself.
Yeah. Everyone in the Bionicle community has it at some point.
Fuck, man. I wish Stu was here. He's always got such funny one-liners for situations like these. Val, so compiling the information that we have right now. He's like sipping a coffee and he's not offered either of you one, of course. We got to find out who this person is. Ideally by noon. Because it's very possible Stu will die in this magical duel. We know that they are a very powerful wizard. We have some idea of their magical signal, let's call it. It would really be nice if the wizard wasn't doing his own kind of selfish bullshit when we're doing this, but whatever. I put together this team for 3 key fields of focus, and I'm kind of a moderator that pushes you guys in the right direction, and he's really fucking up my whole thing right now. So Valerie, oh yeah, Zeke, please.
I think Zeke is really just chowing down on a sandwich, and in between like bites is trying to get out what he saw with like the footprints, like with the guy going to the passenger. It's like there's more than what
guy's not
Eminem was killed. It's like a plot.
Not giving you an inch, yeah. Valerie, can you show the photo that you took last night to the class?
Oh yeah, yes. I tried to get this image. It's not great, but like, there's like a cool guy there. I guess maybe not that cool because they killed Eminem, but like it's...
What is not cool about kill? I mean,
I thought you were a fan, were you?
that's true. I thought it was pretty fucking cool when 50 Cent got shot. I'm glad he didn't die. But the difference between something being bad and something being cool, leagues apart.
You do make a good point there.
Cigarettes.
I will concede on that.
Bad and cool.
You know what?
Is it the same figure in the picture that the one that I saw go into the car?
You didn't see
Asking Max.
You just saw footprints.
I thought I saw someone go into the passenger side of a car.
You saw
or was it just it driving away?
You saw footprints leading to what one would presume the passenger side of the car was, based off the direction of the tire tracks on the ground.
Got it.
So he drove away. Now the roads on the island don't really lead anywhere. So all we know is that they wanted to not be seen in context of this murder that had taken place. Now, if we can find this person, that'd be great. He's eating his own ham sandwich now. There's a lot of people on this fucking music festival, but I feel like we've gotten a pretty good head start because not a lot of them are going to be getting up quite this early in the morning. They're not going to be as bushy-tailed as us three very young people. What are some avenues of investigation? Because I don't know. All I know is I spent a lot of time looking into the magical amulet, and all I got was more fucking questions, man. But I think it looks pretty dope. He's got it on.
It's a look all right.
Why would someone... If I was to kill Eminem, all I'm saying, one of the more powerful and very banned and very traceable magical attacks maybe wouldn't be the top of my modus operandi. Valerie, how would you kill Eminem? If put yourself, I hired you as kind of my criminal element, you murderers and shit, yeah? I hope.
Yeah.
What's someone's why would someone do this?
I mean, there's a lot of reasons. Like, someone could have just really not liked Eminem and then hired someone to do it. He is a rapper. I think that a lot, it could be rapper beef.
Recently
that stuff.
On stage, he was being very vocal against the Insane Clown Posse.
Do you think the clowns did it?
It could be a Juggalo hit.
Yeah, and honestly, it could have even been just a really disgruntled fan.
Someone who thought his performance that night was just so.
Yeah, or maybe thought he was using a recording track or something.
Maybe they didn't think he was the real Slim Shady.
Interesting.
There are certain theories in the arcano-magical society that most performing artists have not been the real person that they are since the late 80s. They just buy someone's likeness and they get some sort of machine or construct to do it. Now, based on the way this inversive technique killed Eminem, it would seem that he was a regular flesh and blood human being.
Huh. So, not... Because, we know that... It seems like the police know how to clone people, or at least, grow, the weird, plant versions of them.
So are you guys thinking it was a high-profile clone killing to frame Stu?
But who gives a fuck about Stu Parker?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Not me.
Huh.
Clearly. We're letting him fight for his life in a goddamn wizard competition.
I mean,
we're trying
yeah,
to solve this stupid-ass murder.
You do
Sorry,
make a
Eminem
point.
isn't stupid. I'm sorry, guy.
I appreciate that, man. It's just I've had a lot of people limit, and this is more important right now. Sorry, we don't need to. I feel seen.
Valerie, you were saying?
I mean, you were making a good point. I did kind of forgot about the whole framing part, because yeah, I mean, the blue stuff, that was on Stu, right? And then I don't really know what the blue stuff means, but I guess it's bad. And then the image that I took, I mean, it kind of it does look a bit like Stu.
Yeah? It is a guy. It is a mailman. I'm gonna say you have enough detail to say that the face looks very different.
Okay. I just remember there was a goatee on the face.
I don't know. I think I could still see it as Stu.
Guys, do we want to open up our list of subjects or suspects to include Stu Parker? I don't want to throw it. I mean, it could have been anybody, but he's the only fucking wizard we know.
I mean, I guess I was about to say like it could be good in like innocent until proven guilty kind of way, so that way we can like prove that it wasn't him. But like we know that the festival organizers do not operate on that basis.
Also, I don't know if Stu can cast the inversive technique.
How much do we really fucking know about this guy? He just showed up.
That's true.
He was directly connected with the last murder. He met Rutger Horse at the beginning of all this. It did turn out to not be him. It was... But he also... Sorry, he ran away from the scene of the last crime that we were near.
Whoa. Do you think maybe he's like a pilot fish? So like
he's kind of been connected to all of this.
Do you think like he shows up and then it's like him being there like brings in the real like
he has
the real ones?
I was gonna try to use him as like a bartering chip with this like very powerful magical being that we have, potentially give up part of Stu's entire body to this thing to give us more power, and it just worked with Stu right away. And I can't remember anything from that visit, so maybe it said some shit that it doesn't want me to remember.
Sorry, what did you do, Stu?
Well, you know, he's like a warlock now, and it was like raining when we were at our house right before the end of the last thing. I was thinking that maybe if I like gave enough of his blood to this like trickster god, it could help solve the current situation we were in, and that didn't actually end up panning out. And I'm pretty sure Stu works for him now as well as working it for me.
I mean, I guess that's good.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So, honestly, it's a little guy like not to be too mean, but like you know what? No, you know what? Fuck it. Did you just like try to just like sell Stu's blood to this guy like without his consent?
Not necessarily his blood, not necessarily without his consent, and not necessarily to this guy.
What does that mean?
Mainly to answer your question, yes, but I don't think that means that we can trust Stu. Anyway, we got to get our feet on the ground. We gotta look into some things. How do you two feel you could best apply yourselves today to help figure out who killed Eminem?
I mean, we know the person is affiliated with the vehicle in some way. I could try doing some vehicle investigations.
I love it.
Yeah, or...
No,
I was gonna say we have that like the small visual. We could like try and ask around, see if anyone's seen the person.
Hey, have you seen this guy?
I was looking for my friend.
Here's him in a glowing blue outline on my flip phone.
I lost my friend at the Eminem set last night. He kind of looks like this.
This is the best picture I have of him.
I lost my friend at the Eminem murder last night. Here he is at the scene of the crime.
Okay, and I can, I really like this fucking amulet, so I might just look into, nope, that's the amulet talking. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
What?
Was the amulet at all instrumental in, like, the reason why Eminem was murdered? Is it important?
Well, it was certainly destroyed by the murder, and it was, I certainly really wanted to steal it off of his body, but I can't see how there's probably not a connection.
What if someone was like trying to destroy the amulet and like Eminem just got caught up in the crossfire?
He just happened to be holding JFK's head when it got shot.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, you're being really like cagey about the amulet anyway, so yeah, it seems like
it's nice.
Plausible theory.
Okay. I'm gonna take the amulet off. That probably wasn't me, but also I don't know if I really want either of you to be holding on to it based on my previous actions. You know what I mean?
I mean, I could take it for a whirl and just take it off me in like 5 minutes. If I get weird.
I personally don't see any problem with that, actually. Val?
I mean, no offense, Zeke, but like you're kind of a little weird already. I don't know how I would tell if you're like
But I'm also like,
more weird.
Can I say,
but I'm also
Zeke,
kind of weak, right?
as your boss,
So, like,
I don't
you guys
think
can
you should
probably
have
restrain me.
I don't think you should have the amulet and the wooden gun. That feels like a bad idea.
I mean, that's fine. I can give Valerie the wooden gun, but like,
But
yeah, that's fine.
yeah, okay, cool. I just like to set ground rules. Man, I hope Stu's okay.
He's like either resting or prepping. I'm sure they'll be dandy.
He's either resting or dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's now like 10 a.m.
Are we gonna see what Stu is doing during this time? Because I do know.
Yeah, I was gonna say at this point we'll break from you three guys, and then we can start with you like a little bit into your investigation. And you know, Zeke, at the end of that scene, you get the amulet. Valerie gets the wooden gun. And it was Gus Guy kind of stands around behind you and kind of like pulls your hair out of the way, lovingly puts the amulet around your neck. Gives you
I don't think my hair's in the way. I think it's like close across.
it's definitely not in the way, but he brushes the side of your neck anyways. Gives you a little peck on the back of the head.
I get like full body shivers, like the bad kind, like just a shiver.
Horrible ASMR, yeah, from this.
Yeah,
from
it's the worst.
Yeah, from this ghoul kissing the back of your neck. Stuart,
Do I feel any different with the amulet? Oh, right.
roll weird.
Weird.
Also, just so people remember, it's like a silver kind of droplet type shape, kind of cut like a gem, but seemingly made out of metal, and it's got like a big crack through it.
Roll for sex appeal.
Yeah, how many d6 is that?
For you, a d3.
Damn.
No.
Wow.
It'll be a straight up and down 2d6 roll for sex appeal after this.
Okay.
After this weird roll.
I think Zeke's line of thought was if we give the amulet to, if we let Guy keep going Smeagol mode with the amulet, it's bad. If Valerie gets the amulet and it's like even worse on like humans, then it's gonna be really bad on Valerie.
Could be pretty dangerous. Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. That is a 6 + 1, 7. Mixed success.
You notice absolutely no difference.
Nice.
Yeah. Now for sex appeal, please.
Oh, the sex appeal roll was a snake eyes.
Oh man, necklaces aren't your thing.
Oh, but it's plus charm, so I got a 3 instead of a 2.
Oh, sorry, I forgot that it was plus charm. Okay, so it's a 3.
Yeah, instead of a 2, I have a +1 charm. So I'm naturally just like
You think
disarming.
It looks really good on you.
I'm like swaggering around.
You think you're a necklace guy now, like real bad.
I think I should get one of those shell necklaces when we get back.
Yeah, you're hurting for a puka shell necklace. Stu, you found water. You found a place to plug in the hot plate Gus gave you. God damn it! I realized that Breaking Bad has already come out. We're on season 2 of Breaking Bad in universe.
Right.
So I got Fring on the mind. Someone said the blue stuff, and I was like, can Guy talk about Breaking Bad? He can't. Guy can't afford HBO.
Do you think it was blue at that point in the show yet?
Yeah, because it was blue by the end of season 1. Because Tuco says, "Big purple, I don't fucking care."
Right. Well, I watched in black and white, so I didn't know what he was talking about.
Wow, yeah, in IMAX.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I have plus. Sorry, I have a +1 hold for my next 2 use magic rolls from something that happened last session.
Yep, and you didn't. You've not spent it yet. That's still. Oh, that's from. You got the juice from Mr. Monsoon over the phone.
Right. Is there is that for the next 2 use magic rolls like after it, or can I hold those for? Can I choose when to use them?
If you do something like really big, it might get spent in that process, but I think if you're just like you've got this like big old battery in your back pocket, and you don't have to plug into it just yet.
Right, okay. I would like to. I do also have like a move that lets me get +1 to observe another place or time
Okay.
and use magic. So I would like to go after my mac and cheese. I want
it's
to
really
go out
good.
into like a wooded area where I can sort of get really in the flute zone.
Okay.
With the goal of observing another place or time, and specifically, I would Stu's intention is to contact Mr. Monsoon, like in a sort of like FaceTime call type.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Like like similar to like the limousine zone, but I don't think Stu's powerful enough to like do whatever that is.
Yeah,
but like
you're trying to instigate that same type of thing. That makes total sense. To me.
That's what he's shooting for.
As you're and I'll let you roll. Let you roll use magic for that, which you don't have to apply the +1 to. You're walking around the festival today. There's not as many. There's quite a few people that either have been up all night or have been up since very early in the morning. There are a lot more like. There's some real fucking sandally druidic folk up this early. There's a lot of mass cauldrons of stew and like different things being brewed, as today is it's All Hallows Morn. And you see a lot of necromancers have summoned like skeletons of like dogs and birds and kids, and they're all running around dry bone style. What'd you get on that use magic roll, buddy?
Oh, yeah, I haven't rolled it yet.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, just a moment. 12.
Wow. Okay, you do your kind of shakashuiri blow off thing, and you kind of like plumb in, like your vision like goes like while you're in the middle of doing this, and you get like a really kind of seasickness effect, and then you see. I don't think I've got the image for this on hand. We're just gonna bear with me, folks. You are in you see an alleyway. It's it's the middle of the day. It's the same time that it is for you. You are somewhere in Choke Point, but it's sort of like being in a dream where you recognize the street that you're on, but you know you've probably never been there before. And then all of a sudden, wham, sight, sense, smell, everything kind of like hits into place, like real there. You can still feel the exhale and the physical movements of playing the flute elsewhere. And you know that you're still broadly aware of your body where it was, but you have astral projected yourself pretty much to this place. And you see kind of materialize out of a shiny puddle on the ground in front of you, Mr. Monsoon, wearing a really nice white woolish suit, nice white knit tie, and a black balaclava over his head, as always, upon seeing you. And he's smoking out of his weird little nose pipe thing.
Stu's gonna give a deep bow.
Tight. Okay. Been a minute.
This is the first time. Oh no, that's not true. The last time I talked to Mr. Monsoon, I was in a hot tub.
You guys have been sitting down both times beforehand.
So I think sort of a Stu becomes quickly aware of the fact that he's standing in this interaction for the first time.
Yeah.
And decides to give a sort of uncertain bow.
I appreciate the uncertainty with which you display this action. It's been a minute since I've been respected as such, and it feels quite nice. What can I do for you, my young man?
I do fear I'm gonna die.
Yeah? I mean, you're just setting up you got your placement for this big round robin thing, from what I saw. These wizard duels can go pretty brutal sometimes, but, are you sure this isn't just nerves getting you down? Just because, it's a big performance. You really think, has the tone really been that bad? The tone on the day, on the floor?
I don't know. I guess it seems like, the stakes are pretty high, and Guy and the others don't really seem like they like my chances. So maybe it is getting to me a little bit.
That's unfortunate, man, because I brought you into the kind of fold of this project because I really believe that there's something pretty incredible you can do. And just know that I'm not gonna let myself get no return on an investment just like that, okay? I'm in your back fucking corner. And
I appreciate that.
if shit goes really wrong, I'll just take control of your body and kind of push the full force of a monsoon through you. They won't see that fucking
Okay.
coming.
That sounds good to
Only if it
have.
would cause your only if your body autonomy would otherwise be taken from you by death, right? Like,
Yeah, sure. I guess I'll take that. I
um,
mean,
if you, I've got a bit more information for you if you wish.
yeah, that would be great. I mean, I kind of do feel like I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing in
This
like a duel setting.
So they are going to present a coin flip at the beginning of the duel, and then the winner will decide setting and general goal. You can choose, till mercy. You can choose till death in big quotes, where damage will be dealt to your physical person, and you will know that you are dying in that moment. But at the end of the day, it'll all be illusory, just a kind of like no holds barred sandbox type environment. It's very unlikely that they will say unto the real death because it just kind of it looks bad on them and it can sometimes send them to a different roster. This is mainly to show both of your kind of abilities and where you're going to sit in this overall roster.
Right. Okay.
This Simeon guy that you're going up against, I've never seen him in this spot before. He's seems to be some sort of out of towner. He's not running any circles that I'm aware of. I believe, just based on the little information I could get from some of my homies, I don't think he's a warlock of anybody I know or any kind of forces in the world, but he does seem to draw his magic from somewhere other than just a regular study. So keep an eye out for that. Might be able to do some shit that you're not familiar with.
Okay, that's good to know. I guess like aside from like the obvious threat of like, being killed,
Yeah.
the only time I've ever really like I mean, we had like one practice match, but the only time I've ever really like used magic in like a fighting context, it was like under a lot of pressure and I was kind of, shooting from the hip, not really aiming to wound so much. Uh what are my chances of like killing this guy, do you think, by accident?
If you set the stakes yourself, or if he sets the stakes to be, non-fatal, it's very hard to like actually kill somebody in these incredibly magicized kind of zones that they set up this whole fight within.
Okay.
I will say that it can be very easy to uh, it can be very easy to think you're using a precision water cutting device when in fact what you're holding in your hands is a fire hose. So limiting the scope and limiting the power to very different things, right? If you shoot at someone and you're like, oh well, this bullet isn't very big, so it's probably not going to kill them. It could be moving terrifically fast. So scale and intent are very important in this whole thing.
Right. Okay. Okay, that makes sense, I think.
It's hard to. I could remember when I beamed the full Matrix films into your head to make it easier to talk to you in that conversation.
Yeah. I thought I just saw the Matrix at some point.
No, sorry about that. Well, you might have seen like the first one, but now you know, and now you know about Resolution or whatever the fucking one that's gonna come out.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it,
how could you have seen that movie?
I feel like I've seen Matrix movies that don't. Okay, that's kind of fucked up, but that's kind of cool actually. Those movies, pretty cool.
I have worked with many very potent people in my life before. I could just beam the information and experiences of one of those people into your head. It will be a little disorienting, and it will maybe not, in the long run, be good for your long-term memory development. But in the short term, it could give you a real nice edge when it comes to the whole magical / wizardly duel thing. Up to you, man.
You know what? I think I'm good. Can I like take a rain check on that one?
All I do is
I
rain
feel like
checks,
I might
man.
need it. But that's awesome. I go in for a fist bump, and then at the last second, I seem to reconsider and try to make it into a handshake.
And he turns it into like a really nice hug. Like he gets for the hand, then he pulls you in, paps you on the shoulder. He smells fucking great. That's one thing you really get from this guy. Is he's got like good energy coming off of him. He's like, I really fucking believe you can do this, Stu Parker. And whatever, remember that at some point I need you to do a big public performance of impressive magic to kind of set the stakes for this kind of system that we're working on together. What that is, still very much up to you. If that's this fight today, that's fine. But it better be like really cool and impressive if that's the case.
I mean, I'm kind of aiming to survive, get my bearings. Maybe if I make my way up the bracket, like I don't want to like do like the big finale on the first round. Like that just doesn't make sense. So
yeah, I would also really rather you didn't do that. I was just trying to like be a supportive guy.
All right. Well, okay. I feel like this has been good for me. This has been good for us.
I think so. We needed this, man.
Yeah. Can I have it? I'm sorry, but can I have it hit off of that thing?
I mean, if you're fucking sure. And he hands you this kind of like two-pronged, one like wide harmonica mouthpiece, like multi-chambered thing. Two go up your nose, one goes in your mouth, and you want to inhale and exhale into it. It's as easy as that. Roll me act under pressure, I think.
I'm really curious as to what this will do. Oh shit! Act under pressure. I got a 12. That's great.
Oh my god. Stu. You now have the zoom function with your eyes natively.
Shit.
Yeah, you take this hit and you accidentally exhale out of your eyes. You just like you're panicking. A lot of your different holes are plugged, and you exhale while your mouth and nose are both engaged with making a tune in this thing, and you hear like a coming from around your eyes. And yeah, you feel. Does Stu wear contact lenses, or does he have 20/20 vision?
I think he has pretty good vision. Naturally.
Well,
this is a fantasy podcast. I can be whoever I want.
Yeah, you could be whomsoever. Stu's rocking that like 90/90 vision now.
Oh shit.
Whoa. Didn't know I did that on you things, but that's cool.
I think it'll be 90/20. But
okay.
That's
we spoke in that unreleased rainwater.
Shit.
You know how water has like passed through 1 million living organisms before?
I knew that before.
Not this shit. Crazy. Water begins raining down upon you, both in this alleyway and you realize in the small patch of woods that you found yourself in. Have a fucking sick time, man. I'll be watching.
Thank you.
I may be closer than you wish. Think.
The rain is like I think distracting enough that it's Stu would be like unable to like maintain this like trance like
you're getting water in your flute.
Yeah, I'm getting
you realize that you've been caught in a super soaker war between some young a band of roving necromancers and a band of roving prophetic wizards. Just rushing through the woods here, all high off their fucking asses. Stu, it is 11. You have 1 hour until your duel begins. How do you spend your last hour pre-duel?
Good save. I think I'm gonna walk up to. Is it the first fight of the day?
No, there's been fights going since, I'm gonna say 6 a.m. It's a really big bracket. And very confusingly laid out in a way where even if a fan really wanted me to make it, it would just be like, it's non-Euclidean, it's like a 4D time plays into how these people fight each other. But yeah, there's a pretty big sparring ground, and occasionally the sky breaks from footage of the main stage and of dirt bikes to be replays of pretty epic moments from wizard fights.
I'm gonna. You know what? I got an hour. Someone's playing right now, probably, right? Like it's noon.
Yeah.
Almost noon.
Yeah.
11. I'm gonna go and just see some music.
Okay. Who do we?
Just a moment.
I'm just trying to figure out who is playing a side stage right now.
Do you have the whole schedule?
No, but I've been looking at like Coachella 2009 lineups and shit like that.
Yeah.
I think
I've been listening to a lot of LCD Sound System recently.
The headliner tonight is The Killers.
Okay.
And we'll say that it's you.
You know what? Sound of Silver is out in this world.
Yeah.
I think Stu probably is just listening to whatever music I'm listening to, because I don't know how else I would do that.
No, it's Leonard Cohen's playing on the side stage.
Okay, well that's cool.
So you're catching you're catching a cool
playing on the side stage.
yeah. It's
2009.
He's not that well known in wizard circles. At 11 in the morning, it's Leonard Cohen.
Yeah. On a side stage.
Yeah. You're in the really sparsely packed Cohen tent. Crazy that he gets his own tent. And yeah, you enjoy a really nice morning. Valerie, Zeke, we cut to maybe, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes earlier. Do you want to see Valerie looking into cars or Zeke looking into people with this photo of this? I almost said the person's name. With this photo of person.
Suspect.
I'd be down for cars.
Valerie's first on the docket, anyways. Yeah, there's always some vehicle race going on at Pentagram, and you go to the where is it? You go to the the fast zipping motorway as all manner of pimped out hot/rat rods zoom across the track with wizards and gearheads and artificians alike, all talking shop and watching rocks. I call quick cars rocks. Yeah, you see, right now it's sort of a destruction derby type beat, but with racing around a field. Pickup trucks and the like racing each other, trying to get supremacy, knocking each other off the road.
Did I guess did Zeke ever I guess tell me what kind of like tracks he saw?
They were heavy treaded tracks, Zeke said.
Heavy treaded.
Such by a
I would have been
wheel.
as detailed as possible.
Yeah. They were off-road tires. You surmise from the information Zeke gave you. And wouldn't
I like that we're
it.
following each other's evidence's lead.
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah, I mean, you want to diversify projects so you don't get, too small picture or / big picture, You see all manner of heavy treaded vehicles riding down the road this day. And you see that there are people having a pretty loud argument by kind of like a car meetup style placement of parked cars. Several of them appear to be smoking.
Ooh, okay, well, I'm going to join in.
You see many greased up gems all carrying big wrenches and the like, the things that you fix cars with, yelling at each other. There is a few ghosts in this crowd, several people that seem to be just hangers-on to, and the entourage of some well-known, seemingly wizard racers. And you hear accusations of sabotage floating around in the air. Do you engage, or do you kind of sit on the outskirts and listen for a little bit?
I'll listen for a little bit, and if I see someone taking out like a pack of ciggies or some joint, I might insert myself into the conversation
with your matches that you always keep on you. You see, there's one kind of short, stocky-looking guy, big old kind of three-hander wrench on his shoulder for turning simply the biggest screws in the world, and he's got this kind of like Mecano flat pack car made out of like, it's like if Connects were made out of metal and were big sized. And he's got a tattoo on his forehead that says modular or die. And he's going up against this the wizard that you met on the beach the other day with this like really nice kind of Dodge Charger with wooden wheels. And you see that the wooden tires have been slashed and are deflated. And these two are really yelling at each other with some form of rivalry. You know, the one you know to be Sixth Michelle is going, I can't honestly believe that you fucking Neanderthals would go against our really fucking cool and modern ass cars this way. You just think that we don't have the shits. We saw the tire marks on the ground last night from you driving up, taking bits from our fucking cars, slashing my delicious and delectable wooden tires, and then just driving the fuck away. And you know that we didn't do it because why would we fuck up our own cars, idiot? And the other guy with the modular or die tattoo on his face is you, and he's spitting up in this guy's face. It takes you a bit to really kind of grok his accent. He appears to be I don't know, fucking Canadian or some shit. Your fucking non-accessible vehicles really think you get better than me, and he's just like yelling expletives and cusses and curses, and both of the real and fictional variety. But he doesn't seem to have a very cogent argument to stand on. He just seems to be mad that his vehicle was also fucked with. They seem to reach a bit of a head and are turning away from each other, not wanting to deal with this. You see Sixth Michelle talking to their kind of pretty muscle car wizard gang that they appear to be in. And they see you on the edge of this crowd, and they go, oh, yeah, you're the person that I've been kind of hot, cold, mean to in like a cool rivalry sort of way. I see you found your way to motor/gear/epic heaven. You want to come look at my rad car? Ignore the wheels.
Yeah, sure.
Did you bring a car, Valerie? Are you a vehicle's head?
I mean, I like a good car. I didn't bring mine. I kind of boated over here, but
smart move. As you probably heard, vehicles have been attacked in the night. I don't honestly believe it was those guys, but I fucking hate them anyways, and they were gonna come after us for attacking their vehicles in the night. It seems that someone doesn't want the cool races to be happening on the roads right now, and there's something against all the cool cars. I don't fucking.
Interesting.
I hate it. They showed up and drove away real quick, and we couldn't chase after them because our dang cars got wrecked.
That's that's a bit unfortunate. Sorry, but sorry, could you just explain to me how do like wooden tires get deflated? I don't quite.
With an axe. And he shows you there's someone had pierced the side of his tire with a wide blade, and the air deflated out of them. And the tires are made out of wood. I simply don't understand where the confusion's coming from.
You know what? No, I think I get it now. That really sucks.
Yeah, it all seemed to start happening after the Eminem concert was finished last night, when people were kind of having fun and partying with the drugs and stuff because of the full moon.
Yeah, it was actually. I kind of wanted to talk to you.
Oh, of course. Puts their arm in the car, real cool style. Yes, you can drive it.
Nice. Yeah, maybe I'll take it for a spin later. But
fuck yeah.
I'm trying to find like a truck that was sort of around. I guess. But around the Eminem set last night, it sort of drove off shortly after that.
Well, I'm very familiar with a lot of the vehicles here. Have you ever seen that? You ever seen that movie Train Spotting? I've not, but I presume it's very similar to my life, where I like to look at cars a lot.
Like car spotting.
Cars, fucking exactly. I'm very familiar with a lot of the vehicles that show up to this thing. And if it's a vehicle that showed up here, it's very possible that me and my photo magic managed to track it down. I have pretty good memory, and I call it my photo magic because I don't have many other wizard abilities other than like being really good at oil levels and shit. And
I mean, hey,
woodomancy.
Oil levels is like, if I was like a wizard, I would want
Oil
that.
levels is magic to me, man.
Yeah.
So, what information do you have about this cool car? And was it like, did someone in this car owe you money or whatever?
No, not exactly. I guess I'm kind of just meant to sort of track them down. It's some like personal, professional nonsense, whatever. Like, anyways, it's kind of my job, I guess. But I don't know too much about it, but I guess presumably it drove off, so I guess the tires must be functional. And you were saying that like it was the cool cars being targeted, so I'm guessing
it's
not
targeted for their tires and being able to drive quick. A lot of the like big old beater and like weird magic cars had shit stolen from them. But I think I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I think those guys are just trying to. It's probably not related. Those guys are trying to just make a scene. I sound a lot like Guy Go now. I've got
everything.
I have a series of cool cameras, so I can make people pay for the photos that I take of their cars. It's a pretty cool industry. I've got one on much every raceway. Read about what time, clicky clacky, and like a really big wooden laptop. Round about when and where was this car?
Let's see. Would have been by the sort of on the offskirts of the show, like towards the back, and it would have been just around the time that a bit after Eminem's set wrapped up.
Well, wrapped up being the operative word. Click, 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 click. The Six Michelle is like very clearly thinking that they're doing a really good job of hitting on you. I'll give you that bit of insight for free.
Oh no.
Shows you like camera footage going like frame by frame by frame by frame. And Valerie, you gain your second photograph of this encounter.
Nice.
You don't have your camera on hand to take a picture of it because Zeke has it. But you see there is...
I like to think Zeke took a picture with like his flip phone or something. And it's like a super blurry image of an image. Yeah, it's terrible.
That's
something Zeke would do.
Yeah,
Zeke doesn't feel comfortable
really
taking
good.
Valerie's shit.
Yeah, that was like really nice, like Nikon camera.
Nikon cool pics.
Yeah. And you see a large two-door van, van style. It screeches up, and a tall someone in robes gets into the side door, and then it screeches away. It's like not the most glamorous shot in the world, but you get a chance to see the license plate, and it says "Worm Fun."
How do they fit that all there?
It's a wide license plate.
It's just WRMFUN.
There's a U in worm. WURMFN. Worm fun.
It's a truck license plate, so it's the 4 and the 2.
Yeah, and you see this car drove off, and he kind of pans to another camera a little further down the track, and you see that it went around the track and parked in one of the large parking lots where there's lots of people convened. This concert ground makes no fucking sense. Yeah,
it's non-Euclidean.
A lot of people are tailgating this wizard music festival, I guess. But you know the van that you are looking for. Zeke.
Yeah.
Where do you go to see if people have seen this photo of this guy?
Mainly near and in and around where we were, so kind of like near the main stage, I guess, because Eminem had just got off of his set, right?
Yeah.
So.
So on the main stage, is currently God, it's like 10 a.m. or like it's about 10 like 10:30.
Is it Outcast?
I guess if Leonard Cohen got the side stage, who knows? No, it's a wizard band that you've never heard of before. They're called 13 million.8 minus 10. Sorry, 13.8 million minus 10. They're doing some real math rocky bullshit. And people seem to be going mild for this current event.
I'm trying to remember and see if I like notice any faces that were familiar from like the crowds that were kind of scattering last night or whenever it was.
Roll me.
Can I just do like investigate a
mystery? Yeah, is the
yeah.
For
where
like where did it go?
Yeah, like well, I'm mainly just like going around talking to like multiple people trying to get information.
And Zeke strikes me as like a big like looks at people's faces type of guy.
Yeah. I feel like he has a memory for faces.
Yeah, always looking for the one. His parents.
It's a 5 plus 3, 8 plus what is my? Oh yeah, it's good actually on this character.
Oh yeah.
For 11, nice total.
There were a big set of guys that you remember. Oh yeah, what are you asking for investigative mystery?
On a 10 plus hold 2. I guess.
What's my best way in?
I kind of want to know, like, by asking the question, what sort of creature is it? Obviously, I know it's like a wizard or like a human or whatever, humanoid.
Yeah.
But I want to see if anyone has any like tangential connection, like, oh, that's Jeff, or it's like, oh yeah, I met that guy earlier at the concert or whatever.
So you're asking, you're holding up your phone, being like, what sort of creature is that?
I mean, like, I'm trying to do the thing that Valerie suggested, where it's like, oh, I lost my friend after the Eminem set right before Smash Mouth got on the stage, like
showing a stranger a picture of a picture I took on my flip phone and saying, "Are there any dangers I haven't noticed here?"
You see a very large group of guys all wearing the same T-shirt that you remember were near you for both the concert, and you saw them like kind of milling about near where Eminem got murdered. Then nobody noticed that it like happened. If you remember that crazy shit that happened, and they're going like medium hard to this like really complex music that's playing on the stage. It seems a little early for them, but they're really trying to get the most out of this music festival. There's like,
I think Zeke is the type of guy to appreciate that sort of music.
Oh yeah. It's like if you want to like get into it, really give it like a sit and a listen. It's good, but like it's not really the time or the place for it, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, big group of guys all wearing matching T-shirts that all say, I went to a wizard music festival and was told by the people when I entered it that I wouldn't remember it when I left, so all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Quite the
lot of text. Yeah. And on the back it says female body inspector.
Oh my god.
It's a two-way shirt. And you can see that there's text on the sleeves as well, but they're too short sleeved to see what it is. And these guys are going like, woo! Yeah, and they're all eating a lot of food. They seem tired and placatable. Do you approach?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and like if they're half into the music, I'm gonna be like also trying half into it and inch myself closer, like it's like a cartoon. Woo! And then like step closer and be like, woo! Closer and closer as I'm like in the music.
Give me manipulate someone.
Okay.
Or act under pressure, whatever you would prefer.
No, I'll do manipulate someone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a 9 total.
Yeah, this guy gets it, I guess. This is okay. We should probably.
I'm actually looking for a friend that I lost.
Excuse me, huh? Sorry, what? We were. Okay. Hi, I'm Devin. By the way, kind of how you start one of these things. We were gonna go.
Sorry, Devin. I'm a bit of a mess right now. Last night after the Eminem set,
great set.
It was fantastic.
I can't believe you did Without Me 4 times.
Crazy that 2 of those were back to back.
Oh honestly. Wow. Oh, I love Eminem. If anything happened to him, I'd be broken.
Me too. Anyway, I just happened to snag this pic of my friend as they were.
I remember real bluey brown lighting on him in this one. Were the brown lights on? I gotta say, I was pretty fucked up last night. I don't really. Yeah, it's a good. We don't really want any photos taken of us though. What's your thing?
Give me 1 second.
He turns to his friend and is like, you always meet such characters at these places, man. We're gonna remember this guy for the rest of our lives. Anyways, like that taco truck's nearby. We should I really thought the dim sum truck was better. Craig,
what happened to Reese? Did we lose him?
I don't actually know.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
sorry. I'm that
Zeke
funny,
is
man.
like, well, he's missing. I went to information services and they like cast a spell to try and help me locate his last location. It's like all bluey and brown. Anyway, I was just trying to like ask around, see if anyone saw him or like where he was headed or if they'd seen him before, like, you know.
Oh yeah. No, fuck yeah. I met this guy. He. I mean, about
just any info would be good.
I bought some drugs from this guy. He was actually really cool. Kind of European-ish accent, right?
Yeah, I don't know about. I'm pretty sure it was European.
That's like the guy I met that looks like this. He was, I don't know, European-ish. He had these. He's like holding these drumsticks in the photo. He was a drummer, I think. I saw him play a bit of music and I was like, hey dude, I'll have what you're having. And then he gave me some and it was really good.
But is that all you know about? He just sold you some stuff?
He was camping out near where those guys are having those fake ass wizard fights. I don't know.
Honestly, that's probably the best. Thank you. Like
I saw him I saw him again during the concert. Yeah, he was like walking through the crowd wearing the robe you see in the photo there. Weird. Yeah. He was had like headphones on during an Eminem concert, which makes no fucking, like, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's just like the sign where if you want drugs, kind of like, I know they're pretty easy access here, but it's kind of like his.
You find a guy with
brand.
headphones. Okay.
Yeah.
This is why I talk to people at music festivals wearing little vests, because usually they're the ones with the drugs. It's all the pockets. Do you have anything that I could buy off of you?
I pat myself down and check my pockets. This is like guy goes, right?
That's a very good point. Yeah, roll 2d6.
That's a 10.
There is an orange little thing of pills on the
Yeah, oh yeah, I got this good shit right here.
Okay. Yeah. Whoa. What are those? Are they those zips or zops? I do drugs a lot.
I take like a sneak peek at like the prescription label. I'm just like,
no label on
no
it.
no label.
Unlabeled.
Well, they're my secret concoction.
You made these. Oh, we got that. We're on that pill press shit. Holy fuck! I knew Vancouver was crazy, man. Or everywhere in this stupid country's the same. I'm from America, if you couldn't tell.
I tell you what's in them, but it takes out the fun.
Roll manipulate someone on that one. Definitely roll.
Oh yeah, that's a 10, baby.
That does sound quite fun. How much are they? How much are they per pill? I see you've got about 20 to 30 in there.
Oh shit. These babies will go $60 a pop.
Holy shit. Well, guys, there's
the effects last long.
Sign me up. He buys 20 off of you.
Holy shit.
So that's $1,200.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gives you like a fat stack of cash from his fucking pocket. And you go, it's him and 9 friends, and they're like, well, and they each take 2, and like, we're gonna go find that dim sum truck, man.
Was it 1,200 USD?
Yes, it was 1,200
He's
USD
from America.
in 2009.
Oh fuck! It might actually be a really bad conversion rate then.
Yeah. Let's do USD to CAD 2009.
2009. Am I up or down?
You're up like a tiny bit.
Damn.
USD is $1 and yeah, it's 1.03 Canadian dollars.
Wow, almost even. Holy shit.
Very close to being even. Oh, actually no. Ooh, actually, sorry. It's 1.079.
Oh.
So it's a little bit
almost
better.
8 cents.
Yeah. So you're making 8 cents on the dollar.
Yet another episode of Ghost Town where Zeke makes cash.
Fucking yeah.
Gosh, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna quickly skedaddle away and try and never come back to this area to never meet these people again.
So yeah, with a cool 1,272 Canadian dollars in your pocket.
US dollar, yeah.
In USD.
In USD.
Yeah, a cool 1,200 USD.
I can't wait to get back to guys like those are like. Okay, I guess they can't be guys because he's a fucking ghost.
He smokes weed.
That's true. He's not full like ghost. He's like half ghost or something.
Who fucking knows? Not me.
Who knows?
Anyway,
I'm gonna try and go to the place where they indicated they saw him.
You go to the kind of rolling hill campgrounds in and around where the magical fights happen, and you see I'm gonna say you see Valerie and Guy walking nearby. Guy met up with you to further your investigations because he didn't find anything about this amulet, which he's and Zeke still you've not noticed any negative effects from it. Do give me a use magic roll though, or not use magic, just a weird roll at this time, at this juncture.
That is a 11.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Valerie.
I'm either like controlling it or understanding it or something.
Or something.
Not bad. It can't be bad.
An 11's never bad.
11's never bad.
Valerie, you have met up with Guy. You are you get into this kind of car big parking lot to maybe track down this van. You see Zeke walking near the fighting ground. You guys are exchanging information at this juncture, and then you see the sky above you. You see the sky above you split. Oh, it's funny. Yeah, sure.
That's a great image.
Just a giant building in the sky.
God.
I like the idea of like the entire sky being a giant warehouse ceiling. That's terrifying.
That is.
Yeah, can we get that one back?
Whoa, yeah. You see the skies.
Oh, I was gonna say the wizards in charge of the sky seem to be plugging in the wrong cables right now.
Shit, fuck, no! You see the sky is split up into a Hunger Games style pie chart, illustrating the beginning of the kind of fighting segments, and it pans through, and you can see there's different kind of areas of the sky that you can focus in on. And after a little bit of working, you see Stu Parker standing in kind of an empty little gravel circle on the ground, and standing across from him, Valerie and Zeke, is the guy from the photo that you took. Which you kind of realize at this juncture. Yeah.
Wasn't Stu saying how he was like talking to this guy like all day yesterday or something? Like they were like friends.
Oh, and they did I believe they did magic.
This is our man.
They did magic music together. Which
Yeah, it looks like the guy's a drummer.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
He's also a drug dealer.
That's okay.
Also,
I mean,
I sold those pills.
That's nothing.
I need to get this off my chest
What?
right now.
Which? Huh?
Guy.
Huh? What? Huh? The pills from my boat? You sold the pills from my boat?
Not from your boat, from this jacket. I needed to get out of a situation. Was the only. I show like the empty pill bottle. They took like You said there was like 20 to 30, and he bought 20 of them. So
there's like 3 left. Oh man. I've not worn that. I've not worn that since like the 70s. Well, you know when you find like
with you.
You know when you like oh sure. I mean, yeah, it can't have been that much.
I hand guy $400.
Oh wow. Nah, Zeke.
So this could have just been like aspirin.
I was kind of on that side hustle. Anyway,
he looks at the bottle closely. He's like, "Oh man, you sold my fucking Quaaludes, man." I didn't think I had any Quaaludes left. I'm gonna. Oh man, wait. Well, I have 3 Quaaludes left. This is a good day. I have 3 Quaaludes and $500. This is awesome. I wonder.
we warned Stu.
Fuck.
I mean, he's already like in the ring.
And you hear
kind of thing.
Bing, bing, bing.
Oh shit.
Yeah. We're gonna cut to Stu at the end of the Leonard Cohen set. You feel a kind of a hand tugging at your ankle and then your wrist.
Is the gnome back?
You turn and you see one of these robed like festival administrators. One hand coming from the bottom of their robes, grabbing onto your ankle. One hand coming from the edge of their sleeve, grabbing onto your wrist, being like, "It is time to begin your fucking cool duel.
Yeah, man.
This year sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon.
That's awesome. They go hard.
Would you wish for a
Stu loves
pre-duel
PBR.
Pabst? Happy Halloween, by the way."
Oh man, I mean, I don't usually drink on weekends, but sure, I mean,
When in
I can't say no.
Pentagram. Am I right?
I take it.
He chucks you a can of Pabst Blue Ribbon. It's icy cold to the touch. And he leads you through this crowd of people listening to Leonard Cohen's just beautiful rendition of Hallelujah. And you're missing the last 6 fucking refrains, so you're gonna I'm sorry about that, Stu. Leonard Cohen burn. Guy makes a song too long. You get to this kind of circle of gravel on the ground, and you see there is one of these robed figures standing at the side, or no, sitting at the side in one of those really tall, like lifeguard chairs. I gotta remember this guy's last name. I have it written down somewhere. That's fine. That's fine. This is fine. This is fine. This match shall be Stuart Parker versus Simeon Sitovic. The coin flip shall commence. Stu Parker, call in the air. I gotta get a coin. Reese, can you flip a coin, please?
I got one. Yeah. All right, call it, Stu. Ready? Go.
Heads.
Who's tails?
This massive, like, manhole cover-sized piece of metal, like pops in the air from the middle of this circle of gravel, lands on the ground, and you see a large wizard's head on it. And Simeon kind of bows his head to you and says, I gotta remember this guy's voice. For the location of our battle, I choose interior 7-Eleven.
Interior crocodile alligator.
For the stakes of this battle, none to the death. That I think would be fucked up for the first fight of this. Let's not be crazy. But
Thank you.
I want to go a 10-1 stakes for the judge, for the impressiveness of this battle. The judge goes, What? I may have I wish to go to submission. but the more you fuck up your opponent, the more points you get. I hope. That is not okay. I suppose that is how this works now. We've left it a very loosey-goosey system. Stu, do you mind?
I mean, I guess it's you don't decide on the rules beforehand. Is it different for every fight?
It's different for every fight.
That seems unfair but appropriate, and to be honest, pretty cool.
It's really not helped us with the adjudication of this, but you know, this will display your ranking at the beginning of the season.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Headshots are worth extra. Aces are wild.
All watching this, right? The three of us.
From the either in the sky or yeah. Are you guys trying to get to Stu, or are you just watching this commence?
I'm imagining, like, if I may propose some world building. I feel like if you look at one of these feeds on the sky and like focus on it for long enough, you start to just hear it.
Bet, yeah, agreed.
I like that they only started the feeds when Stu's match started.
Well, the ones before this were like non-bracket ones. It's like items only.
They were like fun warm-up matches.
Exactly. Yeah.
They were exhibition matches.
Yeah, for real. There were people playing Wii U, not Wii U.
Yeah.
that one. That's matches.
I turned to Valerie and Guy. I was like, you'd think someone would be like, the first person to forfeit gets like a bajillion points, but I don't know. They just left it a really like open system.
Yeah, well, whenever they think so, it's really trying to like not doing it in the spirit of things. They fuck them over, but sometimes shit goes like one time it was 1,000 birds versus one wizard. We don't know how that guy ended up on the roster.
That's insane.
The birds won. Believe it or not,
definitely
yeah.
What? No, I believe that.
Yeah, that was actually the first Pentagram I ever went to. It was fun. It was awesome, but my God, there was a lot of bird shit everywhere. Do we think Stu's about to be? Because I heard what Simeon said right now. He doesn't seem to be trying to do this to the death, but that means Stu could still get hit. He's probably not going to do the inverse Civ technique on the big screen, right? That feels like not a good idea.
Yeah,
he said not to the death.
Stupid. So. He might just like fuck Stu up, but like.
Yeah, and Stu's got like that trickster god you were talking about.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with that shit, man.
Or something. Yeah, for real.
Stu. Yes. You
Can I pop one of those Quaaludes?
You want to take 30-year-old Quaaludes?
I mean, hey, it might make me like you, right?
All Quaaludes are at least 30, or I guess they just don't exist. I'm sure people still have them though.
Yeah, it's like a barbiturate, right? I gotta remember what.
What is a barbiturate? I googled Quaaludes and I thought it was like a narcotic. Well, obviously.
I thought it was. Well, like I thought it was
hypnotic sedative. That's the word I'm looking for. It's just gonna put me down in the grass. I don't think this is terribly important.
No, I'm really curious what's gonna happen to Zeke after he takes one of these Quaaludes.
Well, if Guy warns him against it, I mean.
They were disco biscuits?
Yeah.
What?
They were referred to as disco biscuits. Bandits, Beiruts, Blue Bowl, Disco Biscuits, E-Wings, Flamingos, Lemon 714. Okay, you can take one of these things if you want, Zeke, but you don't do drugs very often, right?
It's kind of a stressful situation.
When better to take a drug for the first time?
I've read that it's a hypnotic sedative.
All I know is that the first word of the full name is metha, which means that it's probably fine for you to take. Yeah, I mean, I feel no issues about you taking Quaaludes at work.
I'm gonna just pop one and enjoy the fight.
Okay. Yeah, I love taking Quaaludes to watch a UFC match. Stu, you are in a 7-Eleven. There are many shelves between you and Simeon, and he's kind of pacing back and forth kind of rat-a-tat-tatting on the air in front of him with his 2 magic wands. And he's looking at you very expectantly, but he does not appear to be willing to make the first move. What does Stu Parker do, Parker?
I'm going to light a joint.
Simeon puts his drumsticks in one of the other hand and walks up and I mean, I would really fucking appreciate it if I could take a hit of this at the beginning of this thing. But if this is like a proprietary fuels your magic type weed, I would understand if you do not wish me to smoke it with you.
Shit. Yeah, I wish I had some regular weed, but I think I mean, after the fight, I'd be down.
And as he gets close to you, he puts his hand out for a handshake. He's like, "Hey man, may the best man win."
Stu shakes his hand.
He's got a firm handshake, and he pulls you in for a hug. And as he does so, he whispers in your ear. He says, "I would really appreciate it, my friend, if you just kind of went with the flow on this one. I think you'll see what I mean. This will work very well for the both of us in the long run. Yes."
I mean, I don't know.
And he swishes back away from you with this kind of thunderclap of negative energy in between you as he kind of skids backwards and does that cool thing where he stops using the braking power of just his own really rad Nike high tops, and he's still kind of doing a little he's kind of putter-tat-tatting a beat in the air in front of him, and you feel kind of like a build-up in the kind of air of this 7-Eleven, and the fluorescent lights above you dim.
Okay, I'm gonna...
You are smoking this joint.
Okay.
How long does it take you to smoke a full joint?
I was imagining I had one that I was relighting.
I pull the classic pull the roach out of the wallet.
Yeah. There's not a ton left in it.
Yeah.
But I think I have my flute already out and set up, I'm assuming, because he's got his sticks.
Yep. Very, very fair.
I'm gonna start playing some long tones.
Okay.
As in a bit of a warm up, centering, grounding, maybe protection type thing.
Let's do a use magic off this one to get the die rolling.
That's an 11. I'm rolling so well.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's infuriating.
But I'm kind of beefed on weird right now.
Yeah. Dirt on the ground around you begins kind of swirling higher and lower as you raise and modulate your pitch and yaw. And there are chip bags that begin bursting around you as the pressure in the air gets just higher and higher and higher, and you feel your ears pop in your head. And the two of you are building up a pretty substantial charge in this 7-Eleven. But neither is willing to kind of want to land the first blow on the other. Simeon, in a moment, kind of cracks his sticks into the ground and, standing up straight but parallel to the ground, he fires at you like a fucking rocket, but rebounds across this kind of magical barrier that you've placed up around you, which is one of the effects of use magic. And you are pushed back 40 feet, just through shelves, taking only a 1 harm from just the sheer G's of your movement.
Okay, wait, sorry, I only take 1 harm?
You only take 1 harm. And you can tell that this would be a much more substantial physical blow otherwise.
Right. Wait, I was already at 2 before. I don't know what that was from.
I'm going to call the Annie's pasta this morning sufficient to get you down to 0 harm.
Okay. Thank you.
And the night of rest, probably.
Could have helped.
Yeah, it's been and I've also done a lot of centering magic type things. I feel like
you could just say jacking off, man. It's fine.
Hey, I wake up, I jack off for an hour, and then I go back to sleep for another hour, and then I have my mac and cheese.
Oh yeah, you were changing when Guy came in. Huh?
Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
Okay, I'm gonna start.
Yeah.
Now, do you think it would be actually maybe this is like a roll, but like, do you think it would be advantageous for Stu to end this match quickly, or to like kind of like like do some kind of trading blows type things?
Is he good at playing the flute for a long period of time? Or is he more of like gets one big ol' solo out of him and then kind of blows his wad, right?
That's a good question. I think probably because it's the first fight, I don't think he has the wherewithal to like be doing this for a long time. So I think I'm just gonna go
go hard in the motherfucking paint.
I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna I have a new move now because I leveled up last session.
You finally actually took it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use my entropy missile move.
Hell yeah!
Whoa!
And I think I'm maybe not like I don't actually know what this looks like, or probably that I can do it yet at this point. I think.
Yeah.
But I think I'm like I'm gonna aim it not at this guy, but at the 7-Eleven itself, and with the intention of, I think, just
you're trying to level the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I'm trying to just
Collapse
destroy
the
the environment that was set up for this. Yeah, collapse the building on.
Okay.
I guess maybe both of us, but preferably him.
Roll use magic for your attack.
I'm imagining like a Dark Souls fight where Stu just like rolls out of the building and then attacks like the 3 structural pillars with like these missiles, and it just all collapses down.
Well, let's see what I get here. Oh,
It's a 3.
Okay. No. Okay, so I got a nat 6, but I can give a +3 to it, including one of my points from my Mr. Monsoon battery. So that would be a 9.
+3 including that one, or +3 and then...
sorry, no, 9 total.
Okay, cool. And you do that, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
So you had this. There's this crazy amount of kind of built up kind of potential energy in the air around you from the two of you, kind of like really charging your Jo crystals at each other, and you kind of hit this like wall in your playing. You're trying to start again. You feel you feel like you've run out of breath. You didn't kind of circular breathe or control your flow evenly enough.
I love the idea of like circular breathing, like a continuous tone as like a protection
shield.
Spell.
Yeah, that's very pretty awesome. And you feel this you're running and you've gotten to the peak of a hill, and then you look up and you see a significantly larger peak ahead of you, and then all of a sudden you feel quite literally a second wind kind of fill up your body, and your lungs are like bursting to capacity, and your flute hits a nigh impossible register. And describe this kind of projectile of entropy that is produced by yon little guy.
I guess like where blast is like a kind of close up, just like blast. I think this one is more of like. More of a missile of sorts, if that makes sense.
Scud or
but like,
otherwise.
like a just a very, very concentrated, fast sort of ball of energy, as if I'm just taking the blast and sort of just throwing it. Again, this is like I don't think Stu is like
you're making an area effect and then moving that area effect forward. Yeah. This just kind of whirling dervish, not very visible to the human eye, appears from Stu, and as it's flying through.
Oh, also, there is stats for this. Is that helpful to you?
Yeah, actually, give me those.
It's 1 harm, magic, far, obvious, loud.
Okay, so yeah, this like shrill. You've heard of the brown note. This is the green note.
Makes you slime.
Makes you slime. It launches through the frozen section of this 7-Eleven, and you see the individual the ice buildup on the wall freezers of the 7-Eleven in a moment is separated into oxygen and hydrogen. And a pretty massive explosion blasts out the side of this 7-Eleven, which causes a pretty massive explosion as all of the gas and electrical mains in this place just go up. And Simeon is stood there looking at you, and you see like true, like massive joy on his face, and he rushes towards you in an instant. And has you in an embrace, Stu. Roll me. Roll a
sex appeal.
Roll use. I guess weird would be the best. Oh wait, no. Roll. What's the one? You use your third eye for investigate a mystery, right?
Yeah, which means that I
just want you to use an investigative mystery roll.
Factoring in third
eye.
But that's still sharp. That's not weird. Oh shit! I just got a nat 12, which makes it a 13.
Oh my god. Wow. You see Simeon like run into you with an embrace, and in that moment you see an after image in the air behind him and behind you. You know for a fact that you and Simeon are invisible right now. At the moment of your massive spell impact, you realize that everyone else sees Simeon get absolutely like immolated by this blast. And you yourself are standing there looking like a little bit confused, but then you like kind of put your hands up in the air for victory. And Simeon is holding you close, is like, I am going to disappear in a few seconds. I appreciate you, my friend. This should certainly make them a little more scared of you and the roster. Just know that anything you believe you know about me, I did for good. I will see you later this evening. In an instant, you crash into where this other Stu, like this Stu-lusion was, and you see what looks like Simeon's corpse on the ground in front of you. And you see he has 2 drumsticks in his hands, as he did beforehand. And with this third eye still open, you see that he is awash in that same kind of bluish-brown aura that was covering you after the last time you played music with him and was the source for the inverse sieve technique.
Wow. Yeah. And I'm in like, I can tell now that I'm seeing the same thing that everybody else is seeing.
You can tell now that you were seeing, like, you've marshaled that you were seeing the illusion, but you weren't. You had crystal clear clarity that you were seeing an illusion and that you were invisible at the time.
Right.
Valerie and Zeke, you guys see Stu do this insane, like, huge flute blast, which levels the playing field, and then a second later you see him kind of confusedly standing over this guy's dead body and kind of whoop his hand straight up in the air in a victory.
Look.
Woo!
Wow.
And the...
That's fucking epic.
Fucking metal, Stu.
That's Stu Parker. He works for me. Yeah.
Parker, let's go.
Yes.
I knew he had it in him.
I am not
just
watching
like-
the battle. I'm laying on my back with my eyes.
You are
facing-
chilled the fuck out.
I'm so glad he
I'll be
gets
back
to
in, like,
stay
1
alive
second.
another
Yeah.
day.
That was insane.
I'm back.
I guess we don't have to worry about Stu. I mean, we just gotta find out.
I mean,
Wait, we just tell them that guy did it.
we should probably tell him that the guy that killed Eminem is dead.
Yeah, I think this has really just said everything.
It's kind of like a cut and dry case.
This has fixed everything. If Stu doesn't even want to finish
Yeah.
doing the fight, they could probably let him walk away now. They're probably terrified of him. This is let's. I gotta get this guy flowers.
Round of
Holy
applause
shit!
for
Oh my
everybody.
god! Yeah. Zeke, you stay there. Make sure no one takes our spot, man. Holy shit! There's a lot of ingredients in this.
I thought you were getting flowers.
Wow.
Hey, how's your heart feel, Stu? Or Zeke? Just checking in on you right now.
It's palpitating.
Yeah. Whoa. And he walks up to you and he looks at the pendant around your neck and he's like,
Mm-hmm.
"What the fuck? This thing was cracked earlier, right?"
It was like destroyed in the
not
M&M
cracked.
blast.
And he like kind of like holds it up so you can see it, and it looks pretty brand new. That's unnerving. Let's go find Stu, because if there's anything that we need right now, it's our AAA Wagyu wizard.
That dude leveled to 711.
On God.
Level of 7-Eleven.
Level of 7-Eleven.
Someone turns around briefly because they thought Eminem was back.
Eminem!
It's not
He
him.
disappeared after his set last night.
I duly bought this and duly sausage. What the huh? Oh.
Max reading the DM notes, realizing the amulet actually killed me 5 minutes
I'm
ago.
just reading more
Me
stuff about
switching back and forth between the Monster of the Week revised Hunter reference sheets PDF and the Wikipedia for Quaaludes.
Yep. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Wait, do we all have the Wikipedia for Quaaludes open?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the supplementary media for this episode.
Make sure you guys have your reading.
Yeah. I mean, all I know about Quaaludes comes from The Wolf of Wall Street. Oh, he sings about Quaaludes in Rebel Rebel. By he, I mean David Bowie. Stu, you see Guy resplendently green and terribly mean running up to you, and he claps you on the shoulder. He's like, "Holy fucking shit, dude! I wanted to like really build up a kind of environment of you feeling afraid that you couldn't do it, to like really, good boss shit. Just light a fire under you to really make sure you knew that you could do it. You, man, are getting one hell of a concert bonus." That's the bonus you get when you do some rad shit while drunk with your boss at a music concert. Am I fucking right, bro? Puts his hand up for a crisp high five.
Are you drunk? It's like noon.
I have had a lot of Pabst Blue Ribbon this morning.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. I guess I had like one. I was given one can, but I haven't drank it.
You just cracked it and set it down on the ground. Stu, you gotta come celebrate with me and Valerie and Zeke, but he's moving a little slow right now. Hey, and food's on me. I just made $400 fucking dollars.
Why does he get all of that?
Well, Zeke made $1,200.
Oh, right.
The Killers you're playing tonight, it's Halloween. Oh, dude, great. The guy that Cade E&E. You just killed him, bro. Fucking mystery solved. We can just I don't know. We can show them we did it.
Sorry, what's that? I don't think I've been
The
brought up to speed on this
adjudicator
part.
shows up and is like, "We do not know. Somehow, with the stakes set by Simeon, it was possible for you to freaking epic murder him. You have been placed very high in the roster, young man, and you have been gifted 14,000 points."
That's awesome. That seems good, right? What's the point to dollar conversion like?
Unknowable.
Okay.
This will pay dividends in the sequel, Stuart. Go rest. Your next fight shall be tonight at 3:00 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, bad
Seems,
time.
Yeah, it's pretty early.
Late, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Enjoy the festivities of the festival and know that we still do believe that you killed Eminem.
Yeah, I know.
We
I guess
would
that didn't
kill
really
you
help that
if
much.
we could. And now it seems much more likely that you could kill Eminem based off your appearance in this wizard's fight.
Yeah, no, I'm realizing
guy
that,
jump
but that's you know what, maybe I should talk to my lawyer.
Present.
Yeah, like we should talk about this as in well, are you technically my lawyer?
I have full right of legal counsel to you.
Well, I should have read through that entire form that I signed.
I also have power of attorney, which is different. I think.
All right. Well,
let's go meet up with the crew and like figure out how we pitch this whole Simeon was the murderer thing. Unless you want me to just tell them right now. Simeon killed Eminem, by the way, under my breath.
how do we know that? How did you guys figure this out?
Well, you've been doing your whole Rocky Balboa punch a big side of beef, run around in a freezer, go up a flight of stairs type of thing. We've been doing some real hard-nosed detective work, wearing amulets, eating sandwiches, looking at cars and whatnot, and we found some pretty interesting information that you then bypassed completely, and really just it shows that even though we were working incredibly hard, you could have made our day easier by just killing him earlier.
I mean, I wasn't. I guess I'm gonna keep some information to myself for right now. I say,
Sounds
not
good.
out loud, hopefully. Oh, no, okay.
And he takes you back to where you see Zeke is sitting on the ground.
Can I?
Yeah.
While Guy was grabbing Stu,
Yeah,
did
Guy
any
grabbed.
wizards happen to pass by?
Quite a few, actually, if you'd believe it.
Yeah, I kind of would. Can I like ask? I want to see if I can stop any wizards and ask if they can put an enchantment on me so that I can move around as if I had like. They don't exist in 2009, but the hoverboards, like I want to be able to like
Just
move around like
lean?
a slug. Yeah, just lean around.
Well, of course, my young man. That is a classic wizard's enchantment. You wish not to move the legs while in the robes. There's quite a few stairs to ascend while going up a wizard's tower. This will cost you $14.95 Canadian. I assume that is no issue.
I know a $20 USD bill.
Oh, a crisp Joshua.
I'm so stoned off of the Quaalude.
Oh, you two are a barbiturate man, sir.
Whoa, you heard my internal dialogue?
Well, of course, I take purest opium. It grants quite severe psychic capabilities. If it were not for my hoverboard technique, I myself would be couch-locked like you, young man.
And Zeke's eyes go wider than they already are.
The world of fucked up drugs at Wizard Music Festivals is just opening its eyes to you, young man. And he goes, "Oh!" And you now have.
I can move around like a slug.
You now have your ambulation spell. Yeah, you can as long as you have 3 points of contact with the ground, you can slide around.
Oh, nice.
Zeke and Stu, you see Zeke on the ground, kind of sloughing about. What's Val doing right now?
Oh gosh, I think honestly I've gone off to grab like a bite to eat or something. It's like a corn dog.
Yeah, Valerie's going to town on a cornflake crusted corn dog, and the guy is slamming another beer. It's like, well, I think we have like there's 4 more days of this music festival. The fucking heat's definitely died down back in Choke Point after this. Like you guys haven't dealt with the government very often, but they delete their kind of store and cache of memory relatively often. They're always on some new shit. So as long as we don't make any like really big like visible crimes, Stu, they might be aware of you after this, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, what do we want to fucking do for the next like 3 days, guys? It's Party City.
I mean, honestly, I'm done to fuck around here a little. Wait, sorry, I'm like, why does the government just like forget about things after like 2 days?
It's not after 2 days. It's just we don't really understand. Because there's just like the government, right, which I work for, like the literal city of Choke Point, and then there's like the government, not like the Canadian or the municipal or the BC government, but the government that the powers that be in a Choke Point city, and they work on a. Well, I don't. I talk a big game. I don't really fully understand their whole thing, but it's like been a rule of thumb beforehand that like they don't retain certain types of information vis-a-vis like the normal. They just always assume that there's some power that be that is perpetrating things. The people they don't really give a fuck about. It's a pretty useful blind spot. That's why I wanted to skip town for a little bit.
Interesting.
Anyways, beer anybody? Stu, tell us about that fight. How the fuck was that? That was great. I didn't know you could do that shit.
I didn't exactly know either, but yeah, I guess like new move, I guess.
Yeah, big fucking blast.
It's kind of more of a missile.
Sorry,
Sorry, you wouldn't.
I'm not the wizard. I really wouldn't know. So yeah, he shows you this photo that Valerie took. We compiled like a pretty good amount of what I would presume to not be circumstantial evidence, showing that the blast was done by a guy that looks like this, that was doing shit that the guy you just fought seemed to be doing, and the guy you just fought is dead. So again, mystery solved.
Yeah,
You gotta tell the adjudicators about this. Get Stu off the hook.
Yeah, then you can just like chill out, man. Do you want to keep doing the rest of your fights, or are you like quit while you're ahead? I actually don't know if you can quit from the fights. Probably not.
No, I don't think I can. I think once I'm in it, I can't really back out now because I think they're mostly keeping me alive because it's interesting.
I think they would kill you if they could. Is like always the consensus that I get from bureaucratic
Well, not anymore
types.
because he's clear, right?
He will be clear as soon as we tell them.
Yeah, we should probably get on that.
Yeah, before that.
We
I'm
also
just doing laps. I'm doing circles around people.
slug circles.
Yeah, slug circles.
We also still don't know why this guy decided to kill Eminem. And it seems like I was gonna. There's he wasn't alone in the car too. There's an accomplice.
Oh, someone might be trying to kill you now, Stu. That must be a new experience for you.
Stu Parker, the new Eminem.
I mean,
dude, you gotta get a shirt that says that.
That would be pretty awesome, actually. But
I pull over another wizard and ask them if they can make a shirt instantly that says that.
It's a wizard. You see two wizards walking side by side. One very tall with a beard, and one with black hair and little glasses.
The laundromancer.
And they're the twin laundromancers, Ra'et and La'ink. They're having a T-shirt war with each other.
I politely slug up to them, and from their feet, look up.
Is this
at
canon?
Mask. Yes, this is canon.
What, Rhett and Link being wizards?
How much?
Yeah,
you seem like very capable wizards. How much would it cost to commission a custom T-shirt if you would be so kind?
Well, we're gonna teleport the T-shirt back off of you in a couple years. This is my Rhett. For making a T-shirt war YouTube video on our Rhett and Link YouTube channel. 21 million views. 21 million views by the year of 2024. So this T-shirt will disappear when you need it the most.
That's fine.
And it'll cost you 1 ounce of your spit. Wow, one and done with a whole ounce. This guy's got a wet mouth. He gives you a T-shirt that says "Stu Parker is the new Eminem."
Hell yeah!
Great. And I hope that my character portrait will reflect this next session.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got to change the fucking T-shirt again. So you just see the words "to the Em."
I grabbed it and I gave it back. I like the idea of giving it back to Stu so that Stu can wear it.
Yeah, Stu definitely replaces his current shirt with that one. And probably gives the Rhett and Link, Rhett and Link, his former shirt as what he considers to be payment.
And Link says, "Wow, that's freaking awesome! I was almost a youth pastor." We've gone too silly. We gotta end this. We gotta end it.
Gone too far with it.
Yeah. Stu, you
Shut
appear.
it down.
It's you guys like 2 hours later. Stu, you've still not said anything about. No, I'm kidding. Do you guys go? Do you want to go to talk to the adjudicators now, or are you gonna build up your case first?
Oh, I don't
the
think I
guy's
have much
dead.
of a case to stand on right now. I definitely want to talk to uh fucking what's his name?
Mr. Monsoon,
Eminem?
No, the guy I fought.
Simeon.
Yeah, I want to
guy
talk to
who's dead?
Simeon. I'm not saying this out loud.
I know.
It's
I
never.
want to talk
It's
to
never
Simeon
not funny.
again before I can.
You'll have to find him. How do you find this guy?
Um,
He said he would
Didn't-
meet you. He said he would meet you tonight, and it's
right.
12:15.
I'm imagining if I can find like where his tent is, like where I'm imagining that there is like a place outside of his tent and maybe some other people's tents that they like were hanging out at, like
The place you like did the kind of magic thing with them the other day.
yeah, I guess there was like a drum type activity.
A drum type circular shape, or whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go back there and wait, I guess.
Stu, looking kind of troubled, pushes off guys' advancements for beer and weed and fireworks or whatever crazy madcap shit he's getting up to these days. Valerie and Zeke, are you following Stu as he walks off?
I was going to be like, should we like follow him? He just kind of like walked off.
I mean, I'm gonna be drinking a beer if I'm with Stu or if I'm not with Stu.
Okay, I got so drunk.
So fast.
I
Valerie, what are your thoughts?
Oh gosh.
Stu just kind of slunk away.
he's always just slinking away.
I mean,
He's probably
Do you think he
sad
feels-
about Eminem.
I feel
Yeah,
like if
I
I
was
was him,
gonna
I'd want
say-
to like go tell them that the guy is dead. But
I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. Like, I mean, do you think he feels bad for maybe killing that guy? Like, we still don't know why he killed Eminem. Like, do you think Eminem? Hear me out. Guy,
I'm listening.
do you think Eminem was maybe a bad guy,
Yeah,
or at least like
most of his songs reflect that. I say that's not too much of a logical leap.
I want to like stare at the pendant as Valerie says that.
You hear really distantly. You hear like.
What? I don't think it picked up.
Oh yeah, probably it was probably too quiet for
Oh
Discord.
no, I was waiting for the noise still.
You hear very distantly someone be like, "See." Did any of that come through on Discord?
We got like one
All I
very
heard
short
is
syllable.
I heard one syllable and it was like, see?
that's about you hear what you are 30% sure is someone being like
Okay.
something Zeke as you're staring at this thing. And you get this kind of like cold, like draining sensation from your gut. And you see this thing in your hand. It like maybe it's a trick of your eyes, maybe it's the ludes, but maybe it gets like duller. It loses a bit of its shine, and you don't hear any of those distant noises anymore.
Okay, this thing's freaking me out,
Yeah.
actually. I'm just gonna put it in my pocket instead of wearing it.
Yeah, it seems like hey, don't put it in the same
That's
pocket.
why we thought wearing it was, like, a good idea.
I had a great time while I was wearing it.
Well, yeah, it was kind of turning you into a little Smeagol freak, but... Sorry.
No,
I'm kind of...
It's fine. It's fine. We're all...
I'm kind of off on the I'm off on the ludes.
Oh, yeah.
you know
Are you
what?
already crashing?
Yeah.
You were just so high up.
I have that, like, really fast... Wait a minute. Whoa. I knew something for a second. I have something called a recycling bin.
Okay,
What the... Yeah.
Valerie, I think our boss is kind of very far gone.
Hey, you know what? Good news, I guess. You know what, Zeke? You're actually kind of fun when you're on drugs.
I'm just,
What about me?
I'm just doing what's natural, I think.
I
And
think
it's all just going along with the vibes.
I drink socially.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Nobody else has been drinking.
Stu said he had a beer.
Before everyone, we can tell. Before everyone just crashes, I was gonna say, I think maybe we should hold off on, getting this info out just yet, just because we still don't know why Eminem was like Emin offed. No, that didn't work.
Yeah.
I don't think Guy and Zeke are in the mindset to be like it was a bad joke.
They're like, yeah, I get it. I get what you're going
I get
for.
it.
Yeah. God,
but like
being stuck with stoned Zeke and drunk guys sucks. At noon.
The worst.
we know that like Stu's not gonna get like killed until the competition ends. So I think maybe we just try to like find out more
3
things.
a.m. So that's a lot more time we bought.
Yeah, and then just sort of hold off until like I don't know, maybe like the last moment.
So a bunch of these other wizard fights, like you can tell that one was one of the quicker ones that happened in this kind of round. You look up at the sky and you see a bunch of them are still very much in the heat of them happening. And you maybe for the first time really notice that Stu didn't just kind of like walk off to have a thought. He's just gone, and you guys don't really know where he fully went off to. Stu, you are walking through oh my god, my camera did something weird there for a second. You're walking through the mud and the grasses and the wheat, and you get to where this drum circle was, and you see there's the kind of circle of tents and people chilling where Simeon was the other day, and you see that a bunch of these tents have been like ripped open.
I'd like to inspect them further, please.
Give me a investigate a mystery, I guess, because you said inspect, and that's like inspectigate.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Can I?
Yeah.
I feel like this would count as a bad situation, right?
That you want to read, yeah, because you're kind of stepping into
like,
bad vibes. Yep.
Because I want to specifically open my third eye.
Okay. Like
okay. So that's 5.
Mark experience.
My luck has run out for this episode.
It would. Stu, you open your third eye a little bit too wide, and you suddenly get this like it's like you turned on the radio to most radio channels at the same time. That's not really how the radio works, but you're receiving a shit ton of signals right now, and you feel what can only be described as a hand reach into the bowl of Skittles that is your mind and take a pretty generous 3-finger handful. Stu, you're gonna take 2 harm.
Oof. Fair.
And something, you get this just really gross kind of feeling of like you get this gross like cracked egg feeling at the dripping down the back of your neck, and just like you just feel uneasy in your own skin all of a sudden. Very just like a big feeling of like vulnerability and exposedness. You get in the exposed status.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna run, I think.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna run away at this point.
You see a scary tent and then leave. Yeah. Where do you run to?
Just away. I'm imagining kind of a blind panic.
Okay, roll me just a d6 for random chance.
4.
Okay. You find yourself by the main stage, where you see it's being set up for the killer. All the killer's really classic stage props are on stage. There's the killer. There's the knife and the gun. What is the song they did? Mr. Brightside.
Mr.
Right?
Brightside,
Okay,
yeah.
Mr. Brightside is on the stage. And there's there's not an actual show on the stage right now. There's just still a bunch of people chilling around, and a lot of people are looking at you, Stu. Some with like really positive recognition, some with fear, and there's some people that are looking at you with like what can pretty reasonably be described as like they are Philadelphia Flyers fans, and you have shown up in like a Canucks jersey, and you're sitting on their side of the stadium.
Right, yeah.
The Flyers are a hockey team, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
That seems like a bad vibe, though.
Is there anyone sizing up Stu? Like, is there anyone like...
That's definitely... That's definitely
Sizing
like a similar vibe to what you are getting, visually from these people looking at you.
I'm going to just take a turn and just kind of start walking in the other direction away from the stage, in the third direction that's not towards the
God.
This third direction leads you right back to where you were before, and you see Guy is sitting on the ground, like, head in his fucking hands. Valerie is continuing to eat her corn dog, I guess, just kind of trip sitting for these two idiots. Zeke, you're starting to crash a little bit.
What time is it? I feel like it's only been like 5 minutes.
Not been 5 minutes. It's gonna say it's been. I don't know how long. They're old Quaaludes, so it took them a while to not kick in. Yeah, never mind. You're still high on Quaaludes. Yeah. Oh yeah, roll me. Can you roll me 2d6, please? Can you roll me act under pressure, please, Zeke?
Sure. That's my worst stat.
Yep.
That makes sense.
It's a 5.
Zeke can't hear me right now. But
I can't hear anything.
he is.
Oh.
But he is 100% addicted to Quaaludes. That's unfortunate, but he did roll a 5.
Yeah.
And he's back. Oh, sorry, man. The radio.
Yeah, so real. I did mark experience for that one.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. Stu, I would say everyone but Valerie seems to be having a pretty not a bad time. Zeke's fine. Stu, you feel kind of how Guy looks right now.
I do love the visual of Stu just walking away from 2 different situations. Only to come back to the third one.
Sprinting and then walking kind of slowly. You guys notice that sitting in a pretty nice quality folding chair, like one of those ones that like flips out sideways next to you. You guys see a figure that only one of you would recognize as Mr. Monsoon sitting there. You guys hear a light kind of pitter patter of rain around you guys. And Guy seems non-thrilled to see Monsoon here. He's like, I feel like we should debrief after what just went down there. Nice to meet you. I'm Stu's manager. I think is that the term that we're going for? Patron?
Manager works.
Manager,
Patron
I think
also
works. Yeah. Zeke, Valerie, very nice to officially meet you.
Zeke is way too high for this.
You can call me Monsoon or Mr. Monsoon or Mr. M or I don't know. The M works, I guess. Zeke, do you want to run by me what happened in that fight? Not Zeke, Stu.
Oh.
I hate it here.
Yeah, basically, they put me in a 7-Eleven.
That I saw. Yes, makes sense.
Yeah. And then he did a move, but before he did the move, like, uh, I mean, he seemed really sportsmanlike.
That's nice.
And then he did his move. I was doing like kind of a shield thing, and then I figured that I couldn't like do it for too long, so I kind of just went for I kind of went for broke, and I think I discovered a new missile type move that I can do.
Good instinct. I like the visual on that. Right after that, though, I'm curious what happened because, and I don't mind what you say now, but just know that I'm trying to be. And all of a sudden, Valerie and Zeke, you can't hear what's happening. I'm just gonna hit one of these. So I know what happened, and I'm just curious what your move is. So I'm trying to like put the pressure on you in this situation to see how you react to this pressure. But I saw what happened, and I'm a little concerned.
I'm also a little concerned, if I may say. I don't know if I should like be telling everyone here that, because I mean, no offense to them, but
oh shit, they can hear you. Sorry.
I'm sorry. What?
Oh, magical interference. Sorry. It probably won't happen again.
Oh, was it like important?
No, Stu was just
catching up.
It's been a while since we saw each other.
Nice.
And sorry, Stu, what happened at the end of the fight?
And then I just kind of like came to, and I saw him lying there, and I was like, shit.
I mean, it was pretty metal. Like that was.
I think the move took a lot out of me, so it was hard to tell exactly like what happened, like post move. Like I feel like I was kind of, it's a little fuzzy.
I think the word we're gonna go for here, and I think the word we're gonna continue to use is fugue state. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Kind of a stew state, if you will. And I was never here, but you guys are doing great. Really nice to meet you. Hands you a business card. Sorry about that. Just needed to check in with my guy on some things, and I'll look into that band that you told me about, and see if I can find any info about them.
Yeah.
He disappears in a sputter of rain drops, and I think we're gonna skip forward a couple hours at the beginning of the next session. That is, I think we're gonna end things off here for today with perhaps an uneasy energy in the world and the I don't know.
I think Mr. Monsoon wants to control the spice.
The spice must flow.
The spice melange.
The spice of life. Variety, that is.
Mr. Monsoon has signed Ice Spice and the Spice Girls.
Just like a HUD notification.
You've got a fresh signing and also album.
You get this message on your beeper.
We got Ice Spice.
It's also just like a Mr. Monsoon related news feed.
It's his Substack.
His LinkedIn.
Did we solve the current mystery? No. Well, we know.
Actually, we did. Because
maybe.
Well, we know who killed
Eminem.
We know who killed Eminem, and he's dead.
He's totally dead.
And we definitely
got him.
We know why he killed Eminem. Amulet too cool.
Amulet like super cool.
Bitch is too bad. Swag too different. Amulet too cool.
Killed it for the cool amulet. And didn't even take it because why would he need to?
Did we save anybody from certain death or worse?
Zeke did drugs for the first time, so it's sort of like saving him from a spiritual death.
Wait, that was the first time Zeke did drugs?
That's the first time Zeke has taken drugs.
Wow.
Right.
Zeke's first, it was Quaalude. Okay.
I think the reason why is Zeke doesn't understand like that there's a difference in like levels of severity of drugs.
Whoa, the word quaalude is a portmanteau of quiet interlude.
Oh my
Whoa,
God.
that's poetic.
What the fuck?
I
It's
like
a brand name, right?
Yeah, by Pfizer, I think.
that. Whoa.
Makes you
Hey.
think.
Personally, I like my Quaaludes Johnson and Johnson Brandon's.
Yeah, they've got that sweet lining on them. Yeah.
I like to imagine Zeke was just doing circles around Mr. Monsoon the entire time he was there.
He's probably a crazy guy to look at. Did we learn anything new and important about the world?
I feel like a little bit.
Maybe.
I feel like nothing we haven't already. I feel like maybe Stu did, but
Yeah, but like, he's gotten more information. I don't know if he's learned that much.
Did we learn anything new and important about the hunters?
Yes.
What's that?
Stu has a missile move.
Okay, okay. Valerie.
Zeke did drugs for the first time.
We learned that he likes quaaludes a whole lot.
They're his favorite thing in the world.
Yeah, Zeke likes downers. It would seem he likes
He likes those. He likes that 30-year-old zest.
He likes shit that chills him the fuck out. What the?
How many points do we get?
Is that Mr. Monsoon?
I'm still reading the Quaaludes Wikipedia page, to be perfectly honest. You
Oh,
each
when you have
get
a
1
picture that Luna
XP.
sent. Yay!
What did Luna send? I gotta see this. There he is. Wow. Actually, wow. That's awesome.
As soon as the balaclava, my mind immediately jumped to Spy from TF2, and that's kind of what I imagined him as the rest of the episode.
Yeah, that makes because he's like really well dressed as well. He's always that's awesome.
I always imagined him as like Tom Kench from League of Legends, like a giant like catfish demon monster. I don't know why. It was the monsoon, but
Makes sense, yeah. See, it's great, but I gotta say, if he was to be red, he would be the blue spy, not the red spy. I'll say that. I'll say that for free. But you know,
gentlemen,
Gentlemen.
That would
seems
be
that
your
there's a
mother.
spy among us.
God, I don't know. This was a silly one. There's a lot of silly energy in there.
This is a goofy
This
episode.
is a goofy episode. But just, you know, if it's gonna be a talky episode, it can also be a goofy episode. Then people are mad for 3 reasons.
It's the episode where Zeke sold drugs and did drugs for the first time.
The same
Wow.
place. He got high on his own supply, which is like rule 1.
It's not his supply.
You're the one who sold it, man.
Yeah, but I didn't supply it to myself.
Yeah, okay.
I found the drugs and then I advantageously sold them to the people in front of me.
Okay, that's literally getting high on your own supply. I'm not gonna. Drug dealers don't make it themselves. They get it from. It's.
No, I know. It just feels like they weren't my drugs to sell, so I don't think it's my supply.
But you did sell them. Okay, that's the end of the
No,
stream,
I know,
everybody.
but they weren't mine to sell.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, so it's.
I got high on Guy's supply.
Brexit. That's sex and breakfast mixed together. Goodbye.